Is that part of the pod? Should I do mine?
Sure.
All right.
Well, that was a loud crack.
So this beer is pretty cool. This brewery made it for us, and on the bottom of it, it says ready to race, and then GP Americas 2025.
Seriously?
Yeah. I took as many as I could. I think we were only supposed to get one each, and I think I jacked like 8 of them.
Fuck, that's pretty cool. Just, it must have been like a local brewery then in like around Texas or whatever.
Yeah, they the whole reason we got it was they hosted to watch Supercross for the whole KTM crew.
Nice.
So they had their big projector set up watching Supercross. Honestly, they had as much technical issues trying to watch it that we just had trying to get this fucking podcast going. Like, dude, I felt so bad for them because we were getting pretty turned up and we were giving them such a hard time. Like, their projector would randomly shut off and start rolling up, like, and it would never do it during commercials or the break. It was mid fucking
right
race.
Before a big pass is about to happen or something. Yeah.
So, oh well. But they made us these cool. Well, actually, this beer's kind of a fucking meal. It's like drinking 1540, but
oh yeah, 10% fucking.
It's just cool.
IPA.
It's just cool to get, stamped, our brand in it and little memorabilia to take home.
Yep. Well, yeah, we got a lot. A lot of things have changed. We got a lot of stuff to go over. How, like, has it been like 2 months, month and a half?
Oh God, when did we drop the last one, dude?
I don't even know. It's been a long time.
It's been a big one.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's okay. We're back.
We're back now. Let's get, like I said, we got so much to talk about, so let's get this out of the way. Everybody, welcome back to Twisted Wrist.
Welcome.
I don't even know what episode 7 maybe. I don't even know where we left off, but
did we get that far? I thought it was 6.
Well, I think this must be 7 then.
Do your intro, I'll figure it out.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We had a hiatus. Like I said, lots of stuff happened. We didn't think we were coming back, but me and Brandon were determined to give this thing another shot. So please, on our welcome back episode, the revival episode, like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, send your mom, send to your dad, send to your cousin, all that good stuff. And yeah, it's good to be back.
So yeah, this is episode 6.
This one's 6?
Yeah, the last episode we dropped was the Deegan Beaumer post we did. Dude, that thing's somehow still keeping us alive. We dropped that February 5th.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's been over a month.
No, it's been 2 months. Yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay. Yeah, we've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We were going. We were still going. We recorded episode 6 and then
well, did we
had a guest on?
We did 6 and a 7, no?
Yeah, we did. We did 2 episodes.
And we never got it out.
Yeah. So this is technically episode 8, but we never dropped the last 2. We had a guest on for our 6th episode, and it was awesome. We still, we're sorry, Jessica, if you're listening to this. She runs a media outlet in Canada called Spec Moto. She holds it down for the motocross community in Canada, and she's also doing a little mini series with some of the racers that are doing the Supercross in the States. She's been following them around, so go check out her stuff. We had a great convo.
We're gonna get her back on because honestly, that show was, that one had some potential. That was some good fun.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Her and Danica are also doing their podcast with Bikes, Berms, and Brews. So
they fired it back up?
Yeah. Yeah, they're going at it.
Are they actually?
And they look professional as hell. Like, way cooler than our janky shit.
Yeah, they seen us put up shit, and they're like, we can do this way better.
Yeah, so... yeah, if you want another Canadian motopod to listen to, they really go... they do a little bit of everything. I like their stuff, so check it out.
Okay, well, I'll have to also check it out then. But yeah, we had some stuff happen. Following that episode, Brandon was in the midst of trying to get a job. Personal shit came up. Work was busy getting into spring. And we just weren't able to edit that video in time. So
you busted up a shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm no more sling. I fucking separated my AC joint.
How's that thing doing? Let's see that thing.
It's fine. Like, there's no visible.
No, but you got range of motion in that thing?
Yeah, like it's better.
Yeah.
I can lift it. Like, it's still sore. I can feel it, and I know like everybody I've talked to, like including Ken Roxon with his AC separation right now. But yeah, everybody says it takes like months for it to feel completely normal. So
yeah, dude, mine like it's kind of a mother trucker because mine felt decent, like doing everyday stuff, and you would go ride, and then like 5 laps in, it just like almost just like quits working. It just gets tired and gives up.
Yeah,
and then you gotta like let it rest for a little bit, just keep building it up.
Yeah, and we got our first SOR round coming up in end of April, like 20 days.
I don't even got a fucking bike yet.
Yeah, so 26 days from now, I'm supposed to enter into a race. Haven't touched a bike, barely been in the gym. I've been running a little bit, also trying to rehab this shoulder. Been doing some cable exercises and stuff, but I gotta get harder on it and get some strength back. But
Twisted Wrist is gonna be rolling in with 0 prep time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be our first ride of the year. Is our Sprint Enduro series.
Yeah, and I got the decals on the bike too. That was another reason we had to get this fired back up. I got special custom Lime 9, did up some graphics.
Did you take a picture of it?
No, I don't have a picture.
God damn it, you could have put it up.
I know.
When's that dropping?
I got the plastics and the decals in my possession now. They are in the house. I just have to get the heat gun and go to town. But
all right.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have it done by this weekend so I can hopefully ride Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I gotta get that. I gotta have that going though. But another thing about these plastics, you know about this, but
oh my god, trying to bring them home. Is that where you're gonna go with?
No, I didn't have issue getting them home.
Oh, okay.
But I went to Seattle Supercross this weekend, which is pretty awesome. Haven't been to a regular Supercross yet. I've been to SMX in Vegas last year, but I could not fucking get plastics for this bike anywhere. I work at a fucking KTM dealership. No ETA, back ordered. Don't know when they're getting in. Brandon, which we'll get into, is now the parts and accessories and e-bike sales manager. And texted him, called him. Hey man, can't get these plastics. You got any inside info about this? No, you try connecting with the Canadian race team. They don't even got shit. So ended up finding a dealer in Oregon, had him shipped to my hotel in Seattle, paid full pop plus shipping. It was like $300 Canadian. Fucking put a bag tag. I flew there with a carry-on and then used that as my check luggage on the way home.
I don't know how you carried that big of a box.
They're not that big, actually.
Oh.
They're like maybe like, I don't know.
You carried it on?
No, I just had carry-on luggage going down there, and then I used that as my check bag coming home.
Oh, yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah, so it worked out. I got my plastics, I got my decals, but didn't get the employee discount on that one.
I would love to know what the rules are for bringing stuff back in a check bag. Because, like, I had 8 of those. Actually, I think I had more than that. I got, like, 10 of these beers that I threw in my check bag. It didn't declare or anything and just whizzed home. No problems.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it has to do with the amount you have. Because I think you're allowed to bring up to 24.
No. I looked it up. And if you've been in the U.S. under 7 days, it was like a liter.
Oh, really? Why do you sound like Kermit the Frog?
My voice. Bubble? Yeah. Which, these are in ounces. I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, I definitely had like probably 8 liters of beer in my bag. So I don't know how that worked out. But anyways,
Yeah.
bringing up Seattle, how was it? Was it worth it? Well, to start off, the Whalers fucking blew it for you.
Yeah, it was. We flew down there, so it was my girlfriend's birthday on the 29th, and actually before, as soon as the Supercross and Oilers schedules were both out, like this is in, I don't know, November or something like that.
Yeah.
I took the schedules, threw them into ChatGPT. I said, give me some weekends that match up where I can fly somewhere and watch Oilers and a Supercross race. And Seattle was the only one. So flew down there Thursday. Actually flew into Vancouver, drove from there, got into Seattle.
Was that the original plan?
Sort of, yeah. We fly standby because Kennedy's sister is a flight attendant. So,
Oh, right.
it just the way flights worked out and stuff, it was kind of like the best option for us. So went to Vancouver, rented a car. Holy cow, rented a car.
Solid.
And drove down there, went and checked out the Oilers, get piss pounded by the shitty fucking Seattle Kraken, which, whatever. We had 2 events to go to, so one, 50% chance of something happening at either of those.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, they got absolutely shit on, completely let us down.
I loved your story with the mascot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was...
Flipping him the bird.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go, post it on our story. Next one, oh yeah, we're down like 5-1. I'm like, never mind. And then the next story, the fucking mascot's right in our section. I'm drilled at this point. And he's like laughing at all the Oiler fans in the section. And I'm just like, fuck you. I'm lipping him off. And then he just gives me a thumbs up and I flipped him off and then took a picture of it, put it on my story. And yeah, it had to be done.
Yeah.
It had to be done at that point. But,
Yeah, so I'm assuming some sightseeing Friday.
Yep, sightseeing on Friday, checked everything out, walked around. And to be honest, I've been to Portland and Vancouver, and I wasn't expecting anything great from Seattle. I was like, this place is going to be a dump, just like Portland. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised at how clean and nice that city is, to be honest.
I've never had a problem with Seattle. I always thought that was kind of a cool city.
No, I really liked it. I thought it was super cool. Pretty hilly downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole harbor area is really sick. Felt super safe walking around. Not nearly as many homeless people as Portland and Vancouver. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, it was wicked. And then Saturday Supercross, which we will eventually get into here, but yeah, that was awesome too. So flew home or drove back Sunday, and here we are. So yeah, let's. What about you? You can talk about your job and all that stuff that all of our twisted wristers have missed out on.
Yeah, finally got a job back in the motorcycle industry, so was pretty excited about that. I've worked on that for a long time. I should have never left the first time I was in it, but scored a job back there, and yeah, it's been cool. Like, it's, if you hear all the time, like on podcasts and stuff, like you hear guys calling all the time. It's like, oh, I can't find a way to get into the industry, blah blah blah. But it's just a matter of always just going and saying hi to like the right people in the industry and like getting connections and stuff. Like my job, honestly, it's not what I know at all. It's like who I knew, and I gotta have to teach myself how to do the job, properly as I go along. But
not burning bridges and stuff. Like, you always kept in contact with those guys. So
yeah, 100%. So yeah, that's cool. That's been awesome. And then right off the bat, we had our I'm gonna burp here real bad. So yeah, so we had our first trip. We hosted the merch tent at the MotoGP. So we did 3 full days of basically like carny style grinding in vendor row, like selling t-shirts and umbrellas and shit. Like, it was a ton of fun, but I have so much credit for people
sales.
like people that go on the road just to live on vendor row and try to make money. Like, it is a grind.
Yeah, and it's every fucking weekend for those people too.
Yep. Yeah. And like you show up a day early, like set up, put it, like organize everything, blah, 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 get prices all set up. And then as soon as people start rolling in, like it's mayhem from day 1 till day 3 at the end, and then tear it all down.
Yeah.
It's really 5 days straight of work, but it was cool as hell. Like the working part aside, like, are you a big MotoGP fan at all?
My dad is, and a couple people from work, so I hear little bits of kind of what's going on in the series. I've watched some races, and to me, like, it's the same thing as F1. So many storylines, and I can only focus on Supercross and oil really at this point. So,
well, I never really watched it. So like springtime, and normally like by the time end of May rolls around, like I'm done watching racing. Like I'm just too busy in the summer. But like you get Supercross, then MXGP kicks off, F1 kicks off, and like if all three are going in a weekend, you have a full day of TV watching. So MotoGP never really made the cut. And like, to be completely honest, it honestly didn't really blow my hair back that much.
Seriously?
Yeah, like it was cool to hear the bikes and everything, but like for me, like, and we had the best seat in the house because our semis were there, so we could use the back door and go to the roof and then watch right beside the track. But like I would watch, like, I don't know, maybe I would watch 3-4 laps kind of thing. You're like, well, I've seen it. Like, I'm good. you know, like, I don't know. It's a different form of racing that maybe I got to spend some more time and get more respect for it. Like,
well, I think it's
visually hard because like when they're going around the track, like they're going so fast, but you get used to like seeing that speed. You're like, I don't know how impressive that looks until like TV is getting so good now. It's almost better on TV because when we were watching it at the truck, whenever we got a second to watch on TV, they would put the live speed up and then you'd see they're doing like 150K in a corner. And you're like, oh, fuck. Like that's moving.
Yeah. And they're doing 300 on the fucking straightaways and shit, but it's...
Actually, I pulled this up. So this weekend, so the best maximum speed was actually one of our KTM bikes, even though we fucking did not do very good in the race, but 346K an hour.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely mental. But I totally get what you're saying about, like you see them go around a couple turns and you only get to see 1 or 2 turns and then they're gone, right? Like until they come back around again. So you miss 90% of the race except for that one corner that you're sitting at or whatever, right?
Well, it's actually not that bad. Like,
no, that
Circuit of Americas, it's got just enough elevation change. If you put yourself in the right spot, you can see most of the track. But it's more of just like with moto for me, like you see like the bikes are kicking everywhere and like there's just like a lot of action to it. Where like road racing is just like they're so smooth and they're following like the battling's just different.
Yeah.
So and I don't know why I find F1 like so fun to watch. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I spent some time for more MotoGP. The other thing was too is like I was the new guy, so I was kind of like I went and caught like a couple laps just to say I seen it, and then like was back at the merch tent helping out and letting the other guys take a watch at the race.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I feel like another thing too is if you're more heavily invested into like the racers and the storylines and stuff too, like you said, you don't really watch a whole lot of it.
Yeah,
that's where a lot of the excitement comes from, where the guy's stories and you know,
well, like from the
stuff like that.
Basic storylines I got to like Marc Marquez is on Ducati now, and like I guess he's an animal at that Circuit of Americas, and the Ducati bike is like the best bike right now.
Yeah.
So he was pretty much cleaning up all weekend, and then he wiped out after the start straight. I don't know the turns. I'm not going to get into that, but he laid it out and then like completely wiped his foot peg off. So he tried to ride a few laps without it, and then he actually like passed like 3 guys and then started dropping back. Like I think it was too sketchy.
Yeah.
So he fell back quite a ways. And then who was another notable? Well, for our KTM guys, like we had Brad Binder and Pedro Acosta, both of them DNF'd. So that wasn't sweet.
Shit.
Yeah. So now like the Marquez is only down. Like Marquez is only down by 1 point in the championship standings, but
yeah.
Like the drama was there. Like it was if you're into it, it was a cool track. Like we had some guys under the KTM tent that were MotoGP guys, and they're like
stoked.
A lot just happened right now.
Yeah. Well, I heard there's some controversy too from the people at work. Like I think it was Marquez was like lined up on the grid, and like 3 minutes to go, he ended up switching bikes or something like that to his other bike that had rain tires or didn't have rain tires or something like that.
Probably didn't, because the track like ended up drying out.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He had a bike with rain tires, and then while there was like 3 minutes till race start, he ended up going and switching bikes, and everyone was kind of freaking out, like shouldn't be able to do that or whatever. And then all the guys at work don't like Marquez or Ducati, so they're happy to hear him wipe out. But
it's funny. So my roommate had a similar experience. Like he went to Australia F1, and like he got the best. So he actually won this in a contest. So his tickets were $20,000 a piece. He was like in the best seats of the house at the F1 track in this like free booze, free food, catered area. And then like to top it off, it was like business class flights from anywhere in the world and a 5-night stay at this 5-star resort. So like it obviously he won it, so it was free. So like the best experience you could get. And then he comes home, he's like, yeah, I probably wouldn't pay to do that. Like even like as cheap as I could. He's like, because even in the area he was in, he's like, we would see like, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet of the track, and the cars would be like, doo-doo-doo-doo, and then fucking gone.
Yeah.
And he's like, you basically are there for the sound, but like you can't see jack shit, you know?
No,
like
exactly, yeah.
Where
That's
like
funny,
MotoGP was like that too, where it's like, cool to hear the bikes, cool to see how fast they go, but then past that, it's like TV gives it like a bit of drama because they catch most of everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Where like when Marquez went down, there was like 2 laps. I'm like, I think there's a bike missing here. like
the top rider.
Yeah, I think the guy that was supposed to win is not winning.
That's funny too. And knowing your roommate from the one time I met him, seems like a guy that probably had like, you know, just drank beer the whole time. And
oh my God, dude, his stories are good. I don't know if I could spew some of him on this, but he like this. You know what's funny though is like he's like, if I was to do it again, I would have paid the cheapest general admission I could have. Cause like that booth I was in, like other than the free booze was awesome. Mm-hmm. He's like the rich snobs that were in this place fucking sucked. Like,
oh, I bet. Yeah.
They would get like, there'd be 1 or 2 of them. And like, so they had all these tables spread out in this thing, and they'd have like, let's say 6 to 8 chairs per table. Mm-hmm. And there would be 2 of them at a table. And then it'd be like him and his buddy, like, hey, can we sit down? They'd be like, no, like you can't sit here. Like
you're not wearing designer jeans. Get out of here.
Yeah. So he said he showed up on the first day in like dress clothes and like kind of picked up the vibe of those people. It was like, yeah, fuck these guys. And he just showed up in the jankiest gear and was just like, just absolutely obliterated the whole event.
Spoiled their caviar.
Yeah. But
fuck,
man, there's some people that live differently. Like he was talking to a girl that said her family does every single round of F1.
Holy shit.
In that style of going to the events in like in the nicest suite you can pay for.
Yeah, that's insane.
And like I would like spend my life savings to ever do a trip like that.
Yeah. Fucking wild.
So going back to it, like MotoGP for me was like, again, cool to see it, cool to hear it. Would I spend money to go? I don't know.
Maybe not.
And it like for a guy that's never been, it kind of blew my mind that like people spend that much time, that much money. Like the only way you get the most of the event is you have to be there for all 3 days and kind of like watch, practice, qualifying, the sprint race, like take it all in. Where like if you were like, hey, I'm just going to show up Sunday for race day, the race is like barely 40 minutes long and it's over. Like that's it.
Yeah.
So
you don't really, it's not like Supercross. You can go there for the night show. You get the opening ceremonies and the heat racing and then the final main event to cap it all off and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, like each to their own. Like I brought some stuff home for a buddy that was like super envious that I got to go to a MotoGP, and like he's going to be just stoked to hear everything that I see.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I'm still just a motorcycle guy. But I will say one of these days soon, I would love to get on a road course and just like, cause I've never rode like a street bike on a road course.
Yeah.
I would love to know what that's like and how hard that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's easy from what I've heard. Like all the guys that race EMRA around here, like, and people are dick hard about it, just like dirt bike racing. A lot of people that dirt bike race do that too. So there's got to be obviously a lot of crossover. But
do you guys have a lot of guys that come to the shop that do that racing?
Yeah.
No way.
Not a ton. Like we're definitely more of an off-road oriented dealership, I would say.
Yeah.
Because we just don't have some of the lines that people look for, like Aprilia and Ducati and all that stuff. But
yeah,
we got a couple. Like we sell some KTM 450 SMRs and stuff like that people race, and gutter decals and stuff.
That thing would be so fun to ride.
Yeah, it'd be sick. Yeah, we got a couple R1 guys. So yeah, there's still a select few of them out there, and they love that shit. That's their jam. So
yeah. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Any other crazy stories from Texas at all? You got pretty banged up on Sunday night.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say too much.
Okay.
All I want to say is my work got done.
Yeah, and you're just celebrated.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those trips, man. Like, if you don't take advantage of like at least touring the city you're in, and I will say, dude, like Austin, Texas is Vancouver 2.0. It's the weirdest. It's the weirdest, most disgusting city I've ever been in.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So anybody who is from Texas and like actually like cares what true Texas is says like Austin is a disgrace to it. It's the most liberal city ever. And so I kind of discovered on my own, like it's full of homeless and like super weird ass people that like their slogan for the city is stay weird. And it is weird as hell.
Oh, weird. Interesting.
So, but it is fun. Like there's 6th Street is like loaded with bars. It's a really long, big street of bars, and there's endless amounts of like bachelor and bachelorette parties that go down there. And I don't know I can't remember if we caught spring break or not, but like every night we were out, like even like Thursday night, like the weekday night was super packed. Yeah, there was a ton of people there. Sweet.
Well, you christened the new job with your fellow coworkers, so that's good. You had to get that out of the way.
Yeah, I would say that internally things haven't changed too much. We still have a good time.
Nice. Sweet.
But yeah, so like I said, MotoGP was cool. I would think I still would love to go to a Supercross more than a MotoGP.
Yeah, fair enough. I will say the one on-road dirt bike event or dirt bike street racing event I would love to go to over anything else would be Isle of Man.
Oh, yeah.
That would be, like, that's on my bucket list for sure. Could you imagine you go to the Isle of Man, you just sit in a pub, and there's fucking guys on bikes that they're not even on a factory team or going by you 300 kilometers an hour without barriers? It's the wildest thing ever.
Well, and the like, so I had some friends that went, and they said the cool thing about it is like it's such a small island. Is like Well, as the race is going on, you can bounce from like pub to pub.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of touring as the race is going on. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I want to do that one day for sure. That's on my bucket list.
You know, the speed isn't as high as I thought, though. Hey, on Isle of Man.
No.
Oh, that was the average.
I was gonna say they're doing 300K an hour for sure on a lot of their straights and stuff. Man, they'll come through towns at fucking 300K
It says the fastest
if the road's straight.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it's
for some reason it's telling me 219, but I think that's the lap average.
yeah, no, there's no way.
Yeah, I would swear it's faster than that. But anyways,
yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Seattle. What do we see? What do we know?
I don't know. Just, hung out, got drunk. Fucking.
We don't drink, do we, on this podcast?
Yeah. And hung out, celebrated my girlfriend's birthday, and yeah, it was awesome. I'd say the highlight was probably, and Kennedy would agree, was Supercross. It was like the best. It was wicked. It was the best day. It was sunny.
You guys got so lucky. Like, I thought for sure you were going to get rain.
Yeah.
I've bitched out of Seattle Supercross so many times just because of the weather.
Yeah, and people were talking about it like all weekend on other podcasts and stuff. Oh, it's going to be a mudder, oh, this, oh, that. People texting me, oh, fuck, do you bring your umbrella? Shit like that. And I'm like, whatever. Take the gamble. I don't really care.
Yeah.
And yeah, it turned out to be like the best day we were there. And the track was
warm.
great. Yeah, it was like plus probably 13 Celsius.
Yeah.
So it was good. But did you catch the racing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we watched it at that brewery.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, all day at the GP race, like the boys were putting in their fantasies and they're like, who do you think's going to win? And I had Webb locked in the whole time.
Yeah.
Like a ruddy kind of shitty track like that. Like once they start cutting down and the track's fucking breaking away, going to shit. And plus getting fourth last weekend and being pissed about it. I'm like, it'd be hard to bet against that guy. And sure enough,
He won. Yeah. Do you want to start off talking about 250 and then get into 450 after, or just
no? We're gonna go to
bounce
250
around?
after because I got a rant.
Okay, all right. I got a feeling I probably know what it's about.
You know exactly where I'm headed.
Yeah,
We're gonna get mega clicks on Instagram again. I'm working on it.
Okay, good. So yeah, 450. Fuck it, just a great race. Like,
how exciting was that fucking race, dude? That was a good one.
Yeah, it was so good. Kennedy's a little bit. So we were with my girlfriend and her sister and her boyfriend. Sister and boyfriend never seen Supercross. Maybe seen a dirt bike once or twice in their lives. So
what did they think of that?
Honestly, Kennedy, like, I think they both really, really liked it, but Kennedy's sister was really like pumped on the whole night. Like, she was like asking a lot of questions, and Kennedy knew some of the stuff, so she was like answering it and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, she was into it. She thought it was super cool. But yeah, it was just so good. Like, the passing was great. The track was good. I thought Kenny was going to hold on a little bit longer, but you could tell like he just started fading as soon as he got past. Put up a little bit of battle with Webb and then just faded from there. And then Kennedy's favorite rider, Sexton, got in the lead, and she was all pumped up, happy. And then I'm like, just wait. Just wait.
Just wait.
Sure enough, Webb, just 2 laps to go, makes a mistake. They both make a mistake.
Yeah.
And Webb just made the lesser of the mistake and was able to get around him and then just play defense.
Yeah. Dude, it was a hard watch, like, especially being with the crew. Like, we thought for sure that Sexton, like, as soon as he got in the lead, it's like, okay, like, he'll hold on, like, he's got this, or that's what we were hoping for anyways. And fucking Webb is such a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That that dog in him is fucking mean.
Yeah. But, everybody says Webb doesn't have the raw speed. And, I agree. You watch Sexton go around everybody from 6th to 1st, and you're like, yeah, the dude is the fastest guy out there by a mile. And you think when he gets that lead, he's just going to keep clicking off laps and putting more time in. But then Cooper Webb just latches on, and he doesn't look like he's doing anything special whatsoever. He looks like he's kind of fucking up out there by how low he's cutting in the corners. Like, he's kind of getting a bad run out of corners and stuff, but it just works for him, and he gets traction. He puts the power down, and he just hangs on and just.
But that's what I was telling the boys, like, when we were predicting, like, for the win. Like, I was like, if that track gets fucked up and he starts cutting down like tight, like, that's what he's gonna get a win, because nobody can ride that. Nobody rides the lines like he can down low like that.
Yeah.
And they're smooth. Like, he makes up the time there. Like, you look at his best lap, he had a 46.9. Sexton's best lap's a 47.1.
Yeah. I just got to pull up the results because I don't even remember after the podium who was where.
Twisted Wrist paid to send a guy to Supercross and doesn't remember shit. I'm going to talk to HR department about this one. I don't think
next time we're sending you.
I don't think this is working out.
But yeah, I don't know. Cooper Webb, Chase, Aaron had a good ride too as well. I think if Kenny's healthier, he doesn't finish outside of the podium. I think Chase and Cooper probably still get him, but I don't think AP would have got him.
Dude, I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks if Kenny was healthy, just because he started in front of Chase, Webb might have got him. I think he would have stayed in front of Chase.
He would have held him off, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have been one of those things like Cooper gets him like on the last lap or second last lap, and then he just rides in behind him.
Yeah. Dylan Ferrandis in 5th. He was, I think the only reason he ended up in 5th is because he had a good start, and he was the only guy blitzing the whoops for the longest. He kept going through them and hammering them, and that's where he's making up all of his time. Mm-hmm. He said, heard in an interview that he was able to get some parts from HRC because obviously Jett and Hunta are out. So,
which, by the way, we had that news drop today.
Yep.
Our
Grandpa
boy Dino
Earl,
gonna ride HRC.
which is awesome.
That's gangster as hell. That's probably like, I'm so pumped for that.
The video was hilarious too. I absolutely loved it.
There's a video?
Hey, you didn't see like the release for it?
No, I just seen the post for it.
Oh, no, dude, he's Grandpa Earl.
Oh, fuck! I gotta watch this now. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty sweet video.
That's why there's two of us at Twisted Wrist. One of us can't do all this work.
But yeah, like they did it kind of as like an April Fool's, but also serious kind of joke. But yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
Well, I seen all the comments that were like, if this is an April Fool's joke, this is fucking horrible.
Like you couldn't have held the news for a day longer.
Yeah.
But
that's cool as hell, though. I mean, like, you imagine being like, you're on the out of your career and like it's over, it's done, and you get to ride a factory Honda just for like a couple races. That's cool as hell.
I'm a little bit kind of like, I don't know if it's disappointed, but like curious as to why they wouldn't have put him on the bike sooner.
Well, because he was finishing his UK racing or whatever he had going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then like knowing Honda, like I bet you they didn't really have to put a guy on, but it was just like it was an opportunity that made sense.
Yeah.
Like just to have their bike out there and blah, 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 right?
But
like you're not going to jack Ferrandis, like he's tied to a team. Mm-hmm. And then who would be the next Honda here? Like McElrath's tied to a team.
Yeah.
And then what's that clown's name? He crashed real bad a couple weekends ago. Joey Savacci.
Oh,
he's
clown.
hurt. Like, so there's not really an like nothing really made sense. I think the Dino thing, like, if more than anything, Honda's probably using it for more of a marketing strategy. Like,
I was literally just about to say that. I think,
like, who would not be happy for Dino to ride an HRC Honda? And there's probably another video coming out that he's going to work on for this.
well, exactly. The whole, I mean, if they're looking for sponsorship, not approval, but like sponsor to show to their sponsors, hey, we got this rider. He's not, going to be getting top fives or anything, but he's got a YouTube channel with, I don't know, what has he got? 500,000 subscribers or something. He's going to be releasing videos. He's got a huge social media following. He's basically like a mini-me AP. You know what I mean? I mean, he was like the original AP.
Oh, there's a new BAM TV. I got to watch that. Those are fucking awesome.
Yeah, I watched that the other day.
Today. So, is it good?
Yeah, it was decent.
Dean Wilson's at 250,000 subscribers.
Yeah, which is like, in the moto community, that's huge.
Oh, there is like a 10-minute video of Grandpa Earl and HRC. Yeah. That is awesome. Have you seen the makeup that he does for that thing?
Yeah, I haven't seen a time lapse or anything, but I could imagine it takes fucking hours.
Yeah, I watched. I don't know where I seen it, but they had like a behind the scenes video from the first Grandpa Earl video, and it is no easy feat to get all that makeup done up.
Oh no, hours, dude. I couldn't sit in a chair that long.
But yeah, that's so awesome, dude.
But yeah, dude, he's hitting the whoops in like fucking 1980s boots and no gear and an open face helmet. It's wild.
Yeah.
So anyways,
it's crazy. Hey, his first, I'm just looking right now, his first Grandpa Earl video, 26 million views.
Yeah, crazy.
Like, do you imagine making that video and there's no way you thought it was going to do that good?
No. Maybe like a couple million would be like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, 26 million. It's honestly a staple though, that video. But
I'm waiting till he retires because he's mentioned a few times on like Gypsy Tales and stuff that he's like, I got some fucking good stories.
Oh, I bet.
About, having good times. He's like, I can't say it until I'm done. I'm retired.
He's gone from the scene.
Yeah, 100%. So,
but yeah, super smart move on HRC in my opinion.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah,
but okay,
yeah.
Back to Supercross.
back to Supercross.
So, what did you think? Because I really like this dude, Justin Cooper passing Webb for the heat race win.
Yeah, that was sweet. He looked good all day. Checked out some qualifying, and I thought he had a podium in him. But yeah, he's just and I've heard like on the Pulp MX show, anytime he does an interview or talks to any media outlet, he's always saying like, I got to get a podium. Like, yeah, I think his bonus is heavily reliant on him getting podiums. So he doesn't even care who he passes or what he has to do to get it.
Yeah.
He wants podiums so bad, and yeah, I don't know. He looked great. I thought he was gonna be a podium position, but yeah, it's hard to put it all together in one day.
Yeah. No, I was pumped. I didn't realize I might be. Well, I don't know. The crew I was with were not Justin Cooper fans, and I was like, I don't know. I think the guy's fucking awesome, and I was like, he'll probably do all right tonight.
Yeah.
I think he should have did better than 6, but regardless.
He was apparently him and Brayton. He's been working with Brayton on whoops and stuff, and he was hitting them, and he looked okay. But to be honest, he was probably the best jumper through the whoops.
Well, that's all he can do. He can't fucking blitz at things.
But like seriously was like tripling in, triple, like all the way through the whoops where everybody was kind of like rolling in double or like half blitz into like a double out or whatever. And yeah, if he wasn't blitzing, he had a really fast jump line. So he looked great. So I thought, if the track, because the track, honestly, like where we were sitting, we were on the whoop side. So
yeah,
everyone was talking about how gnarly it was. But to be honest, the corner before the whoops were rutted, but the whoops didn't look super beat up. They looked really tall, I'll say that, but they didn't look super rutted. So I think if the track broke down more and people were struggling a little bit more through the whoops, that he would have, maybe gotten a podium or would have been up there a little bit more. But yeah, he still looked great.
So, of course, I don't know Cooper at all. So, like, this could be totally out of context, but the story I got, did you see his Instagram post a little while back when he got the private jet tattooed on his arm?
No.
So, I guess his wife that he married is pretty wealthy, and her dad has, like, private jets, so he flies private to all the races.
Oh, really?
So, his half sleeve on his forearm is, like, a tattoo of a private jet, and it says, "Take the risk, take the chance, or lose."
Oh my God. You like this guy? Or did you find this out after you were telling everybody that you liked him?
No, I've thought about this from a while ago because that post is from December.
Did you just pull it up?
Yeah. It reminded me of it, but yeah.
That's terrible.
I mean, like, granted, he is a professional rider, and he's probably doing pretty fine for himself, but I thought it was pretty funny.
That's terrible.
But we might have some silly season shakeups coming up here for 26.
Yeah, what have you heard anything? Do you know what's going on? Because that's actually
I've heard some
note,
things.
The one note that I put down on my notes was, I swear to God, there's 3 things on there. First one is Deegan arrested / Deegan and Beaumer beef, and I actually spelt Beaumer as Brainer for some reason. And the other one is Chase Sexton contract.
Yeah. Okay. Let's bring up the old Sexton contract.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident when I say this, but I think he got a massive offer from Kawi. And I think he's probably going to end up over there. I don't think it's something that KTM's going to end up matching.
It's too good to turn down, you kind of heard, or what?
Yeah. So he might be moving on. Kawi's in a high pressure situation since losing Tomac to get a winning rider again. Mm-hmm. So, like, from the guys I know, when they took on Prado, it was like double the salary, like big offers. And I think Sexton's kind of in the same boat where it's just like you're gonna go for the money no matter what. Like, Kawi's probably, like, Kawi is a bitching team, but they have money to spend right now to get a race winning guy.
Yeah.
So that leaves AP's at the end of his contract. That leaves Sexton maybe going there. Justin Cooper, I know, could be a pretty high level of interest for the Orange Brigade. But it really depends what Tomac ends up doing. Like, if Cooper wins his championship, he's on an automatic renewal and a massive bonus or a massive salary increase.
Yeah.
So he would be locked in again for another year. It would really depend if Tomac decides to retire, like, Star would have a second guy, or if he comes back, if Star goes back to 2 guys, 3 guys. There could be a pretty good, actually, like, silly season of people moving around.
Yeah, I mean, my take on it is I've seen a lot of media about this whole Sexton contract thing and Kawi maybe being in on him and stuff like that. Obviously, you might have heard some other news that maybe thinks that this is something that's already been put into motion. But from the interviews I've seen with Ian Harrison and stuff and Aaron, is KTM hasn't proposed anything to him yet, to Sexton. So maybe that Kawi offer is so ridiculously good, KTM has to match it or he's gone. But I think if KTM even offered a little bit less, I would stay on KTM if I'm Sexton. I think he's got a good thing going on right now. He is getting way more comfortable on his bike. He looks super fast. He's not having as much issues as he was on the Honda with front end washing out. Like, I know last year was a different story, but this year especially, like, his bike looks so good. I think that's kind of his home.
Yeah.
And I think KTM kind of knows that. So I don't think they have to offer exactly what Kawi's offering in order to keep him. And Ian Harrison even said they're going to do their best or do everything they can to try and keep exactly the team they have this year intact for next year.
Oh, dude, it's a beauty team. Like,
yeah.
The thing is like, if Sexton moves on, like, they don't have an option. Like, who are they going to take?
Anderson.
There's, like, if Eli ends up coming back and we get Justin Cooper, that's cool. It's not like we're not getting a championship guy is the thing. Anderson, I bet you is going Triumph 450.
That would make the most sense. Yeah.
Is how I would see those cards laying.
I could see Justin Cooper actually getting picked up in Kawi, taking a sweet deal there, and then Sexton staying at KTM.
Mm-hmm.
And then that leaves room for Tomac to come back and then, you know, Yamaha to pay their extra money to Cooper, and then maybe they just do a 2-rider team. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. If I'm Sexton, I'm staying at KTM. I think he fits their brand good. I think he's a Red Bull KTM rider. Like, he's looks premium. I don't know. I think that's where he has to stay, but who knows? Maybe the offer's so ridiculous that KTM can't even come near it, and he just has to do it.
We'll have to.
We'll see.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting to hear some things I was hearing. You know, just a little bit of rumblings around the pits.
Do you think realistically Sexton is better next year on a Kawi than he would be if he stayed on a KTM?
Dude, I don't know. Like
outdoors, sure. I think
he was phenomenal outdoors on the KTM. I don't see how he'd be any better. Like, it'd be hard to say. I think
he was also good on a Honda outdoors.
Yeah,
he was aluminum good. Frame. You know, like, I don't think that's an issue for him going outdoors on another Japanese bike. But I don't know if I'd want to risk it going back to a Japanese manufacturer Supercross. But who knows? Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's like anything though. Like, if you're getting offered big money, like, it doesn't matter the bike, dude. They're all good. Like, you're gonna go for the money too.
Yeah. Kennedy's going to be absolutely crushed if the rider ends up a Monster Energy Kawasaki guy.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Let's rip into 250s here.
Okay.
All right. Cole Davies is the fucking man.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Yeah, dude, he looked incredibly fast all day at the track. Like, even Kiana, Kennedy's sister, said, "Who's that guy?" And I'm like, that's 17-year-old fucking Kiwi Cole Davies.
From Waitoki.
Waitoki?
Oh, my roommate would be so mad if I mispronounce his New Zealand name. But yeah, something New Zealand.
Yeah. But yeah, that guy looks so smooth. He almost, like, I don't know if I want to put this out in the ether, but Cole Davies reminds me of 17-year-old Jett Lawrence.
Dude, honestly,
he's kind of got that short, small, skinny stature, especially when Jett was on Geico Honda. He's got the same kind of look, like build, everything, and looks super, super smooth.
I'm sure he's a nice kid and everything, but he does look dumb as fuck too sometimes.
Hey, well, he's a fellow MX biker, so don't talk about him like that.
I shouldn't be that mean. I mean, he is just a kid too, but goddamn, man, like, you're not wrong at all. Like, he's got the ball is rolling for him. Like, he's putting himself in a good spot. It'll be cool to see, like, come outdoors if he's, you know, still a pretty solid dude.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be hard to to see him not doing good outdoors either.
Yeah. I actually want to compare Jett Lawrence's 250 rookie year to his and see kind of how similar they are. I'm not saying he is Jett Lawrence, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like he's got a podiums now. He's got a race win now. Like he's on track. He's going to be deadly next year, especially in Supercross. So yeah, I don't know. Star better hold on to that kid because he's going to be a prodigy for sure.
It still drives me nuts that KTM let him go. Like,
yeah.
With KTM and their amateur kids, I don't know what they're thinking sometimes.
Dude, that's what they do, though, man. They build these fucking superstar guys up, and then Star just writes a check, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like I can't say enough good things about Cole Davies. He looks so good. I still don't think... He doesn't have that, like, crazy extra 1% that Deegan has. Like, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
But he's got that bike control and that smooth throttle control, and he just greases every jump. And he's good through the whoops, and he floats around out there. So he's
Dude, even from our A1 episode, when I was like, it looks like he's rode Supercross for a number of years already. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how it is. Like,
yeah.
He gets around a Supercross track so well.
Yeah, it's natural talent.
Yeah.
Like that's what is going to set him apart from everybody else in the 250 class. Once he gets more reps, he's just got he's got more raw natural talent than most Supercross riders out there. He just picks it up faster.
Yeah, he's just going to have to get the experience behind him.
Yeah. So, congrats to Cole Davies. He put in a hell of a ride.
I actually didn't realize he's got 3 podiums this year with 1 win.
Yeah.
So that's pretty badass.
No, it's really good.
Like, that's not bad at all. How are kids born in 07 already professional riders too? Fuck me, man. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll have to go back and look. I want to look at Jett's rookie year 250 Supercross, but anyways.
Yeah, we're going East Coast again. Next West Coast race, let's compare that. We'll work on that.
Isn't it a shootout next round?
Is it really? Another one?
Supercross schedule.
I'm glad we know all our facts for the
Yeah, we're on it, man. We're on it.
Yeah.
Let's see details.
Griffin, look that up.
Jarvis, suck my cock. No, it is not.
It's just East Coast, right?
I believe so. Anyways, so more 250 action.
I don't really care too much about Marchbanks. Like, awesome job in second.
Dude, he was invisible.
Yeah.
In second place, he was invisible. But that's also because there's so much shit going on. You're either watching Cole Davies light it up and blow everyone's doors off, or you're watching Deegan coming through the pack, hunting down Beaumer.
West Coast is so weak, though. Like, past these guys from 1 to 4, dude, Shimoda, I did not even see him once.
No.
Invisible.
But I will say, Shimoda did look really good. I think his finger's obviously feeling a lot better now. He ripped the handguard off, which is nice to see. He doesn't have the one handguard set up in Seattle, so he style points for sure.
Yeah.
But he looked really fast, actually. I was really surprised and happy to see him kind of bouncing back. So I would expect him to kind of stay up there for the rest of the year, now that he's feeling a little more healthy. But he looked great. And then the Beaumer Deegan drama.
Dude, let's just get this out of the way.
Are you just pissed off? Is this what you wanted to rant about?
I'm fucking so over it, dude. It's the most bitch thing I've ever seen. Like, go back to some of this shit. Go back to grade 9.
I hate that you say that. I'm all for it, dude. I hate it.
I just think,
why
like,
not? Why not? It's so exciting. Yeah, it is. I like it.
But they're doing it in the softest way possible. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see some Weston Pike, Vince Freeze level shit.
I
Like,
will
these
say
guys,
the
these
Jason
guys are just
Anderson,
like doing
Jett
like
Lawrence was a little more intense.
Yeah,
Like that bitch slap was weak.
yeah, it was pathetic. I don't know, dude. It just, yeah. They're like chirping each other on social media. I think it's kind of all a game, honestly. I don't think there's much depth to the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Dude,
I think it's pathetic.
No, you gotta get on. You gotta get on board, or just stop watching, dude. 'Cause
I think my biggest problem is like Beaumer hasn't been able to back himself up past couple weekends, and nor is Deegan.
True.
Like, Cole Davies is minding his own shit, and like he's working his way to getting out front. Where like these two are doing this stupid little sword fight that they got going on.
Yeah, but didn't you hear Deegan banged his sister, Cole Davies' sister? So now they're going at it again.
Yeah, whatever.
Actually, Beaumer banged her too. They're tunnel buddies. But, no, but actually though, I totally disagree. I think if you want this sport to grow, and you got to have this shit. And like Kennedy's sister, she was like all for it. She's like, "Oh my god, did he just hit him? Oh my god, blah blah blah." And then instantly she's on her phone looking up Hayden Deegan, looking up Julian Beaumer, following them. Like those are new people in the sport that have literally don't even know what a difference between a 250 and a 450 dirt bike are.
Yeah.
At a race, they see that, and that's like the highlight of their. Like, she'll go home and tell people, "Yeah, we went to a dirt bike race and we seen like the guys like beefing after. It was so funny and so cool." So I think they're doing Supercross a service by doing this shit, whether you like it or not. I think it's helping the sport, and I'm for it.
I will say, like, fuck, I don't know. I'm not in the same camp. Like, if you're gonna talk, okay, here. So Beaumer, if you're gonna talk mega shit, you can't be running a 4th place, 8th place, 6th place, and a 4th place result in the fucking 250 class, and then talk mad shit with Deegan. Like,
yeah,
these guys are gonna have to like actually show that they're actually like front dogs, because they're barely getting ahead in the championship just by other people being more inconsistent. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm cut from a different cloth too. Like if you're gonna bitch somebody out, like, be a real man about it.
Yeah.
Not this fucking half slap to the helmet.
Yeah. No,
and then do an interview. He's like, "Hey man, he's been texting me all week. Just getting in my grill."
Yeah. No, I get that,
but it's just I don't know. There's two things. One, I think they're just like you said, they are bringing drama to the race. It's something funny for people to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's just a different generation of just like beefing in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, the beef, I think, is completely stupid, because obviously all this stuff started with Deegan getting arrested.
I still think it was planned.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
how do you have a helmet painted, gear made, and everything fucking lined up for a weekend prior to that?
I don't know, dude. They got printers and shit. Thor was able to put it together, and honestly, that's another thing I'm for. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I was actually in the Fan Fest when Deegan walked out in that gear, and everybody went absolutely batshit wild. First off, you can't even get near that fucking Star Yamaha rig.
Dude, it's packed, huh?
It's insane, man. And that's the same thing I'm talking about too, though, is like, hate him or love him, the dude is like so polarizing that he brings people out to just see him.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
He, by far, out of any of the rigs out there, he had the most people in front of it. You couldn't even get near it. It was nuts.
It was the same thing at A1. Like, I just wanted to look at the bikes under the truck. You can't get to it.
No.
It's so jam-packed.
So he comes out in the prison pinstripe suit, for qualifying, and I was like, no way. I'm like, I thought they were going to do something. I didn't know it was going to be like that. Then in the night show, he comes out in the full orange jumper, which was hilarious too as well. So, yeah, I don't know. And then the whole beef started because Beaumer took his mugshot photo with all of his information on it with his address.
Yeah.
And then posted on a story. And that's what Deegan was beefing with him about. He's like, that's my family. Don't post my address. And it's like, you were the one that, when I was at work, you're the one that sent me the screen recording of you looking it up yourself. And it's got all of his info. I'm like, it's public fucking information.
I went on that inmate website as soon as Beaumer posted that first story, and I found I found Deegan's address and everything. Like,
yeah. So
public
it's not
information, bro.
yeah, like it's not. So that I found stupid. If they were beefing about the takedown, then I would have been like, okay, I guess there's some merit to it. But his stance, whether he was just trying to, cause some controversy and get, thought it'd be cool for his vlog to get in each other's face after the race or whatever. But yeah, his whole stance on that's his family, and that he doxed his address is fucking stupid because, yeah, it's public knowledge. So
yeah, Twisted Wrist is going to be knocking on Deegan's front door for a podcast here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have monster sponsorships, militia sponsorships.
Hey, how's our Red Bull deal coming?
Great question. We'll see. We might have a mini fridge behind us in a week or two.
For both of us?
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to say too much, but
okay.
There might be more than just...
my white wall behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. But...
Hell yeah. Cool.
Anything on 250s that you want to cover at all some more?
No, not really. The rest of the class I could give two shits about.
Yeah. And if we weren't doing other stuff throughout the day in Seattle and stuff, I probably would have been a little bit more dialed in and, would have stuck around for the entire qualifying and got some more info. But we were with non-Supercross fans, so I didn't want to keep them there the whole day and stuff. So it was still great to see it live. It was a fantastic race. But yeah, I'll have to catch more of it for the next time I go and really get immersed for the whole Twisted Wrist pod.
Yeah. I think we I don't think there's much action that we missed anyways. It's kind of most of it's public knowledge that we know anyways.
Yeah. We're in the lull right now of the season anyways. As soon as kind of 3 rounds, once there's three rounds left, I think there'll be a little bit more to talk about. But yeah, how much time are we at right now?
An hour 11.
Yeah. So
are we do we have anything left, or is that going to be it?
I don't know. That's a good just re-entry back or revival.
Yeah. We'll get rolling in this thing again.
Yeah. It's already midnight, so.
Yeah. Well, I know I mentioned in the opening of the pod, but fuck, how long? An hour we pissed around with technical issues?
Yeah.
And all it was a cord plugged into the wrong spot.
We need to hire a producer.
Oh, man. We need to do a lot for this podcast.
Yeah.
First of all, we got to record them. That's a good start.
We got to record them, and we got to eventually edit them within a day or two.
That's right.
4 days.
That's right. Next pod, we're going to have another guest on, too.
Yeah. And
it's fun having those random third wheels.
Yeah. And like I said, the graphics are on the bike. There's no backing down yet.
I'm looking pretty highly at a Husqvarna to have some yellow TW graphics.
Okay.
I got to go down to my local KTM Husqvarna gas dealership here soon and
like a Heritage
wheel a deal. We'll see.
So no KTM.
I don't know. I'm really debating what I want to ride.
Fair.
I like my Rockstar Husky a lot. That bike was awesome.
Yeah,
but I also like my 300 a lot. So
yeah. What would you do, like a TX 300 or something then, or?
Yeah, I do a TX 300 again.
Yeah.
I really want to do another 350, but I got to talk myself out of it. Just as soon, like some of those hard enduro rides I want to do, that's just not the unit to have.
No. I'll find that out this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're doing the sprint enduro, like that is the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, it's just not the best all around for drinking
No,
beer
honestly, like I used to trail ride mine really, really good. It's only like when you get in the really, really shitty technical stuff, or even just like when we're going out like trail cleaning and stuff and you're just idling around, like it's so nice having a 300 that just, they don't overheat, they don't fuck around or flame out or anything.
Yeah.
350s will do that, but anything like once you're in second gear and up, 350s such an awesome bike.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's they're all so damn good now. You can make any of them work pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So now we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up 350 factory edition and be just like you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sick.
Get that thing barking.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for tuning in to Twisted Wrist episode whatever the fuck we're on.
You sound like you're done.
I am, dude. It's fucking midnight. Planning on getting up early tomorrow, but
It's okay, everybody. I still bring the hype. I do good. So thanks again, everybody, for listening to the Twisted Wrist podcast. My co-host has now officially called it a night.
signed off.
Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back for more. We're gonna get better at this. So
Just work with us a little bit, please.
Yeah. it's hella loose over here.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to summertime. We should just do some like live podcasts from the track.
Yeah.
Few beers deep. So anyways, thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Peace.